Welcome back to the Fireside Tribe podcast. We're Triple A. We're here to discuss about Cameroonian culture,
We
and
are us.
generally we were doing it through
Mhm.
Cameroonian music. And talking about Cameroonian music, we're talking about one of the icons of Cameroonian music right now, Stanley Enow, and the recent videos that he's been releasing. He released a song recently called Power that he shot, and the video was a huge production. That's what ATM is talking about. ATM, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just taking the breach between coming from Stanley and coming from Taiki the Taik that we just whose video we just watched to Stanley Enlo. A couple of things like Stanley Enlo's video starts and I'm like, there's first of all something right. Stanley Eno is not anybody in Cameroon music, right? He has reached a level where he's able to have the kind of budget and backing to make products that are first class, and I do believe that that's what he is thinking and envisaging when he's making those products. That he's looking like I'm not just dropping a song, I'm making a product, and this is a product that's high end in this industry or in this domain where every other one is dropping a product. There's a differentiation when he's making this product. And with this last that video that he made, I mean he's not making it for me, so I don't have to be happy, but I wasn't happy. Yes, that was the thing. I wasn't happy because I see it now. I was like, I'm expecting him to have already mastered this. I mean, he has mastered his art. I'm 100% sure about that. But just the point that he's acting, I feel like if he wasn't acting in his song productions and releases, he would actually do a far better performance. I think the character that's acting in his performances is really not doing him a service, right? And that's really my angle there. That's my conclusion to what I see, because when I watch this video, I don't really feel it that much. I don't get connected. I don't know about you guys, but I just have it difficult to connect to his music a lot of times when I watch it, and I
ATM,
keep
when you
on
talk about
wanting to
him
support
acting,
him and to
what
give
do you
him.
mean? Like when you talk about him acting, can you dive a little
So
bit deeper into that?
I've watched Stanley Eno's interviews. Like I've spent hours just watching Stanley Eno having normal conversations, right? When
Mhm.
Stanley Eno is on an interview, when he's having a conversation, he's a very nice and amazing person. Like he has a personality that you really love to be around. And I haven't sat in the room with him, but I've spoken to people that sat in the room with him, and they love him. He's a lovely person. But when I watch his video, I don't know. I just don't catch the chemistry compared to that guy that I watched the interview from. And that chemistry translates also to the interpretation of the song and also the delivery of the song. So I just feel like there is something. I feel like he's been trying to act so much of a person. Like it's like every time he's doing music, he acts a personality, and then he is that character when he's doing music, and then when he's a person, he's a different character. And I wish that character that's the person was the one doing the music and not the character that's performing the music. And so that's what I see again with this new song that he released. It's still that character, that's Stanley, and not the character that's doing the song. And that's why I'm not catching the vibe. And I'm really wishing that he gets to the point where he really merges that real character, the real guy, with his music. And I think it's going to bring that spark, that little missing piece that every fan that loves Stanley Eno has been waiting to see. The one that a lot of people can't say, and the people can't really put a finger on why is there a disconnect. I feel like that is the disconnect. It's like the real guy is not doing the music. I want the real guy in the studio, not that actor.
That's a great take, ATM, because when you see Fally Ipupa just had one of the biggest concerts that an African artist has had um in our generation that I know of anyways, right? Sold out Stade de France. Um and when he goes backstage and he's heading back, one of the people he stops to say hi to and really say acknowledge is Stanley Eno. He stops, sees Stanley Eno, gives him a handshake, hugs him, they exchange for a little bit, and he leaves. Taiki just had I don't know if it was his birthday. He had his birthday after he released his album Joya. He had a birthday party. He had a series of events that happened. He had a show and everything, but a series of events that happened, and he had kind of like a show outside where he was releasing his album, but it was also his birthday. And who was there in the crowd, vibing next to Taik's mother and everybody, Stanley Eno, having the best time. Genuinely nice guy, right? I don't know him personally. I've never interacted, but that's the rapport. Generally nice guy. When Chimbambi is right now working on his album, right? What are the kind of pictures that we saw of Chibambi? He sent me some. He was just there in the streets with Stanley and all. They're working on something apparently. But when it comes to the music itself, I think there's a disconnect, and it's such a disconnect that I think they spend so much effort. I think Stanley Enow, I don't know, but I believe, and it seems to me, he spent a lot of money on the marketing. He's such a business person, an entrepreneurial person, that he spends so much of the effort on selling the product, and then the product itself has gaps. Ever since, for me, in his repertoire, there's probably 2 songs. There's Hempe that would forever be one of the iconic songs that made Cameroonian hip hop or Cameroonian rap. And then there is oh, I must confess, money for my that one. And ever since then,
How about
there's
My
been
Way? Is that not him?
I've said what I said, and I'm going to
Okay.
where I'm going. Ever since then, for me, there's been that music is not there. That music is, and if the music was just a nudge, because this is like, I don't want to get into the technicalities of the little things, but I think the music itself and the marketing is just it's too, I don't know, man. There's a disconnect around there. There's a gap that I don't want to get into. But yeah.
Yeah,
Other than
yeah.
that,
Look,
great person.
he does amazing music. He has a great catalog. His music is not bad, but it's just, I mean, for where
It's
he
just
is, I
not where
want to
it's supposed
see.
to be. That's what you
Yes, I
think.
want to
Like
see good. Yes,
you feel like there has to be like he's coasting somewhere where it could tip over to being great, but it's not
yes.
there
I
yet.
think he has everything. He has everything.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, when it comes to charisma, oh man, charisma. The boy fine. The boy sabi. He talk. He does everything. He's amazing. Business minded. Also very strategic and very entrepreneurial. That's I give it to him 100%. Right. And again, you don't have to be the greatest artist to do good music. I hope that we all know that, and he has proven it as well. I just think that the delivery, there is something. I mean, I'm saying this. I'm coming out on air
Call
and I'm saying it, but
Okay.
I think everybody knows it. If you talk to
call
anyone, the shit's like now and say,
call the
Let me
right
let me
people
let
into
me
the
let me
studio.
let me
Call
use
the
this.
right people in the studio. Get your
ask
songs
anyone and say
written.
Stanley
let
Enow's
me
Get a
music.
use this
performance
analogy to
coach.
describe it, right?
Better pop. Go
Let
ahead,
me use
Eunice.
one analogy. Like right now, right? Kosi is trying to do reggae or something like that.
That's all.
I just don't feel it because like the same songs that he's singing, right? If a person from Jamaica sings it, you get that feeling, you have goosebumps, you have all of that, but it's just not coming from, it's just like you're singing something because this is something you can sing patois, you can sing in that way, but you're not feeling it. So is that kind of what you're talking about with Stanley Enow? Like there's no feeling in it, or is it that maybe he's because this person, to me, Kosi wants to act like a Jamaican, but it's not coming out. It's not being
don't
executed the best way.
don't use
This is
Kosi to
my
describe Stanley Enow, please. That
wait
is, we will
no
not allow this.
wait
We will not
no.
allow
See, I
this.
said what's in my talk now. So I said
We
what I
know.
said. Let me do.
Don't use Kosi to describe Stanley Enow,
Why?
because artistically those are two different
No.
And
But I'm
also,
just saying that I'm trying to compare. Like, is that what ATM is
n-
talking about? Like,
well,
he's trying
maybe
to act, or is
no.
it this other part? Because like what I see
Yeah.
with Stanley Enow, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
obnoxious to some people, some audiences when they look at him to on screen with the way he sings, the way he does his mannerisms and everything. He comes off obnoxious. And people are just like, man, this guy is too cocky, he's too this and all of that. Is that what it is? Or is it that
That's
you
the
feel
part.
like his singing is not, because I'm trying to
No,
like
that's the
understand where
part. That
that
part.
definition that you're trying to
Part
come
two.
from. Yes.
Part two, in terms of, for the image and for the videos, right? Especially, yeah, that obnoxious whatever. I also have my point to it that I always said. I think he's a shy guy, and I think where the camera comes on, he needs to put on his,
he needs to perform.
yeah, he needs to perform,
And
right?
the thing is, everybody performs when they're doing a video. They
Yes.
perform when they're doing a video, but there's always that thread that's pulled from where the performance comes from, like your life, your personality, and everything, into what you're showing, who you need to be on in camera to then
Mm-hmm.
portray who people are gonna consume. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what am I saying? follow me. I'm shy, I'm humble and everything, but throughout my whole career, they're telling me I'm the best. I am the most traveled Cameroonian artist in my generation. I'm the one that's in every room. I've made probably the most money amongst all of my peers. So they're telling me I'm the best. I'm it.
There's got to be something that
So
works.
yeah. So when I get to that studio, whoever is directing me is probably gassing me up and telling me, "Oh, this. But it's not the right. He's not connecting my personality to how to make me. You can be everything. You can be all of that, but still be yourself and still be the greatest." Q, Kendrick Lamar, quiet person. You don't hear him until you hear him. He doesn't. If he's not making music, he's not. You don't hear him in the news and everything. But when he goes to perform on stage, like his videos, he gives you an aura that builds a personality about him. The way he moves around the square where he's performing, the way he moves around the room, the way he moves around stage, the way he dances, or like the way he's performing, the story that's been told alongside his performance, all of those things. So, and also the quality of the music that he's producing. I think for me is the thing with when it comes to Stanley, the quality of the lyrics, the performance. When he wants to let you know that he's from Cameroon, he will do that part where he says, "Atana Nzambemwa, Dia Mbambada." Like we already know where it is. It's too easy. For me, it's too easy. When he does that, I already know where he's digging from. I know where he's inspired from. And he's giving me the same thing from the source. He has not refined it for an artist that's at the level where he's supposed to be. So
with the
it's
resources
things
that he
like
has
that.
available.
With the resources
I
that he
mean,
has available, you can make me know that you're Cameroonian and you're inspired by Betty, everything, without giving me that same thing that I heard when I was 3 years ago. That's why when people praise that Jama Jama Cow song that he has, I'm like,
Yo.
that's what military people used to sing around the field when they were jogging, or sing around the thing. So I know exactly where it is. If it's not refined for me, there's no creativity, right? I've just taken something and given you the same thing. It's like I'm telling you, hey, tu te rappelles de quand les militaires pourraient autour de stade? Okay, that's it. There's no refineness and there's no artistry to the finished product.
So if I'm hearing you guys right, the music itself, the way it's executed is lacking. And also because like artists always have, there's no one artist that I can think of right now that is the same on stage and off stage. Right?
No.
Usually they usually have a persona. Like look at Michael Jackson, very soft spoken, but when he gets on, people collapse like he's deadly on stage, right? So what if from what I'm understanding is that persona that he has on stage, on camera, he needs to tweak it or change it or amend it somehow.
Man, I mean, is he
know. I
gonna
just think
do
he's
it? Does he
overselling.
need to do
Look
it?
back
I
into
mean,
it
he's.
and redefine it.
No,
I'm
if
not
you want to take
expecting
my
him to
words
do.
simply,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it this way. For me, it's an oversell. When you're trying to sell the product that you're making way more than the quality of the product. That's all that it is reflecting for me.
That makes sense.
Genuinely, great artist, great person, great personality from everything that I've seen around him, from any interaction that I've seen of him. Genuinely, like the nicest person, like ATM was saying. Like I mentioned 3 situations, right? Tyke, Chibambi,
Fally
Fali
Ipupa.
Pupa. And then everybody that talks about him. We had people on this show that talked about the way they interact with him. Nicest person.
No, I don't have any records of anyone saying anything, but to my record, I am, and this show is probably one of the only places where I've heard people get really critical about him, right? But I don't know anyone that doesn't like Stanley Enow. Interestingly enough, and even it's funny, even in Cameroon where the music is a little divided, there's French music, there's English music. He's on French platforms, they love him. He's on English platforms, they love him. He knows it. I don't know. Whatever that guy did, he's an amazing guy. A lot of people should learn from him. Like a lot of Cameroonians want to learn from what that guy did. Right?
So he has pluses, but then his music could go a little bit further.
Yeah, if he really wants that music to go further than that, there is a bunch of easy, simple things that he could do. Yeah.
We're gonna make a whole episode of this if you stay around. You need to stop asking conclusions about this. This is not something that we started to conclude. We're mentioning
stop
to
pushing
pass.
my triggers.
Exactly. We're mentioning to pass.
But now, I mean, it was just passing by. But for those that wanted to see it, we've talked about the song. That's also one of the new songs that I've dropped. So guys, go ahead and
The
check
song is
it
called
out.
Power.
Go and
Power.
find out why we spent 10 minutes this show talking about Stanley Enow and reminding you guys that he's great regardless. So go ahead. The song is Stanley Enow, Power. You guys are gonna like it. And we put it side by side with Fuck My Ex, because that's my song. That's my song of the day. But I'm still coming to my song of the week, my song of the month. We're still gonna come there when we start looking at our songs of the week. But another thing that I know that we want to touch on, because we've been, as I mentioned, we've been on the break, but we've been seeing a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot that's been going on. TG Pachak made a concert, then he didn't do a concert. I don't know what happened out there. I don't know what you guys are doing in America. Tell me. What are you guys doing in America?
It was
So
in
let me tell
Eunice's
you,
neighborhood. Let her tell us.
It was in my neighborhood, right? It was supposed to be in LA, and they advertised it, I think like it was a month. They gave us a month, and they said, "Oh, Tizzy is having, a concert it was June 20, the day before Father's Day, the Saturday before Father's Day. I don't know, is the 21st?"
Yeah,
Yes.
those days
20th,
as
20th.
nobody remembers anyway.
The
So let's
20th.
go.
June 20th on Juneteenth. Yeah, so it was supposed to have a concert. They advertised it. I was very, very, very excited. My mom, it was supposed to be a thing between me, my mom, my dad,
So you
my
had tickets?
sister, her husband, everybody.
Did you turn
Yes.
up?
You guys had all tickets?
No, we were supposed to go.
Oh, you were going to
This
buy
is
at the door.
something that we are all very excited, because my dad likes the guy so much. He's like, you guys
Whoa.
should bring him on your show for an interview. You guys should bring Chaco. He calls him Chaco. He doesn't call him Tizzy
He called him like a buddy. Chaco
my
the Great.
dad,
Yeah, that is a real fair.
my dad calls him
okay.
Chaco.
All right.
So,
Then maybe
that's
we
his
don't have to
favorite.
go. Maybe we don't have to go too deep now. Let's make sure that we also give Chaco the chance to come out here
So
and
we
explain
want
what
Chaco to
happened.
come to us, and so because of whatever I went through and stuff, so we couldn't make it to that concert, right? Because it's way too close to the events and stuff, so we couldn't make it. And just for us now to get like apology and saying that, okay, Tizzy Pachak could not make it because his flight was delayed 6 hours, and by the time he got to California it was 2 a.m., right? So listening to all that information, you're thinking to yourself, like, to me, I'm thinking to myself as somebody that could have been there, right? As somebody that is reasoning, I'm also a reasoning person. Dude, it doesn't add up. All of that does not add up, because what artist travels on the day of their performance?
No, some do. But this is the
No, I
thing.
mean,
No.
Did they tell
Listen
you
to me.
guys? They would have known that
Anyang,
it would have been delayed. Some do.
Anyang,
yeah.
what artist, professional artist, in my opinion, this is me that I'm looking at it, travels, especially in this climate now, with flights getting delayed here and there. Me personally, even when I have to travel for something that I'm going to, that is leisure and all of that, I give myself an extra day. Not to talk about something that was a place where you go to go perform. Don't you have to go look at the place where you're performing to see if everything works? Don't you even have to practice and mingle? Or sometimes people even come around and
I mean,
interact with the locals to be like, okay, come to my show, and be
get the
like,
vibe,
feel the
right?
place, get the vibes of the place before you even go to perform. There's some certain things like that, and you're in America. So I'm just like, it's either maybe it was overbooked, or it is either that they're gaslighting us, or they're giving us a story that they came up with, which they didn't really quite think. If they had said that Tizzy Pachak fell sick, that would have been a different thing. Everybody would have shut everything down, right?
So you
But
choose
they said it got
you choose the
delayed.
lie to accept.
No, that would have been acceptable
I
to
would
me,
accept
or
this lie. This
something.
other one I
But
will
the
not.
thing is, the flight got delayed, right? It calls to question so many things,
Yeah,
and it calls to question his professionalism. Who does that? And that's
Yo,
what everybody was saying. Everybody that I've talked to, they were like, really? And then other people are saying, are the people that went or bought their tickets, are they going to get a refund? So at the end of the day, he went now the next day and went and performed in a place where they shout out to Yannick's place where they do soya. Like soya is like he has converted his little garage. Like it was a local thing and not befitting of Chaco, like I can say.
Chaco the
Not befitting
Great.
of Chaco the Great.
Chaco
Not
the
befitting
Great.
of him. He shouldn't have performed. Like just go there and meet the people, and apologize and say, but not to go and sing and perform. No. So
Okay.
No,
what do you guys
but let
think?
me tell
Let
you,
me not
this
let
is
me
the
I'm
not go
waiting
thing.
too
for you
much
to
on the
finish.
rant.
I'm waiting
Sorry, let me
for you
not
to
go too
finish.
much on
I
the
was
rant. That's what I'm saying. What
outraging.
do you guys think? Let me cool.
I'm
Let me
waiting.
cool off a little.
Yeah, cool.
Man,
Cool,
I've
sister,
waited. I
cool.
waited for you to finish.
Cool down, sister.
Eunice
Wait on
is
that thing.
mad. She's angry.
Cool
I'm
down.
not mad. I'm more disappointed. I'm more
Chaco the Great is
disappointed
one with
because
the
like
people.
I like his music. I really love his music and I wish that he will have the opportunity to come to our show and be like, okay, this is what happened, or my bad, or something. You know what I mean? Next time maybe I'll do better, or
No,
like whatever.
Eunice.
But the thing is, like, I
Eunice,
like him. I was rooting for him. I expected better. I wish
cool
I
down.
could have bought a ticket to support him, but I couldn't because of circumstances that happened. Go
Eunice,
ahead.
let me answer your first questions. Do artists travel the day of their show? Yes, they do. You
Like
cannot blame
Yes.
who?
TG Panchak entirely for
Yes.
this. Because
Like
So
who?
let's.
let me get to where
No,
I'm going
no.
now.
So Eunice,
When
you're mad about
when
something, but let's at least accept some things as
people
factable
do,
facts.
people
It
come and do
works.
in and out shows. Because
It
if TG
works.
Panchak is spending
Yes.
2 nights in LA on the promoter has to
Who is
book his
paying?
hotel.
Yeah.
Exactly. He
Who
has
is
to book his
paying?
hotel, book his lodging, book all of his everything to keep him in LA 2
Those you
days,
post 10
3
$10
days.
tickets. You should
Now,
be those $10 tickets are not
if
the ones that are going to.
Panchak didn't like, if they didn't want to keep him 3 days in LA, that's because also he's asking for a certain amount. They have to
Yeah.
meet that amount. They have to not only meet that
It's the
amount, they have
Grand
to fly
Chaco.
him a certain way. They
If
have
I
to
can't
pick
stay
him up.
for if I
They
can't
have
stay
to
for
pick
my
him up.
house, let it drive. They
For your
go.
No,
house,
if you stay at your house, now you yourself will call
you
this show talk say he's not befitting of his
he's not
image.
befitting
He's
of his
supposed to be
image.
somebody.
No, I will not. I will
He
never
slept in
say
my
that because
guest
you have to
room.
do what you gotta do, right?
No,
But it
not
does
at the
not.
level of TG
What I'm
Panjak.
saying that it's not befitting of his
Look,
image is the fact that he like pretty much like. Let me not say what I have to say, but I said that. But the thing is that people
don't
that
say it
artists
because
that
we'll
have
cut
come
it out
and
of this show.
yeah, I don't want to say it
We're not
because
both
it will be
cutting you
bad.
off.
I live in this area after all. So, but the thing is, like, to me, if he had even, let me say, stayed at somebody's house and gone, who would have known about it? Who? Nobody.
But that's not the thing. That's not the thing. Because if he stayed in somebody's house and went, he will not take a picture about his presence in LA. And then you're gonna say he has wasted an opportunity. He came to LA, nobody even felt that he's in LA. He's in LA, he's a big artist. Well, hey,
His
let me
social
get to where I'm
media
going.
is
Let me get to where I'm
sleeping.
going. Yes. But this is the thing. How many people bought those tickets ahead of the time for the promoters to be able to bring him there early so that now they have said that, okay, you know what? TZ would already do 70%. We have this amount of money. We have sold this
No,
amount of tables. So now we can
let's
bring
start
you,
with
we can do
Eunice.
a meet and greet. We can bring you 2 days early. You can come and meet these people that are paying $300 to just see you. How many people paid in advance that way? How much were the tickets? How many people were waiting to go and buy at the door so they didn't even get that money? So the promoter himself, he cannot spend 5,000 on TV Panjak's money at hand because he has a certain amount that he has named money at hand that when he comes to your show, he has to live with that amount. And then he cannot spend money to fly in. He cannot spend money to lodge him and his team because Timmy Panjak is not working by himself. You know, they say the job carry Baba back, enter, so job carry one. You probably get 2 or 3 people where they go pay their flight to make they come. So it's all about like it's us, the crowd, have to support the promoter to give the artist a great experience, to give us back a great experience. It's a cycle, it's an ecosystem. And when one link of that ecosystem is broken, things start slimming down, and then at the end of the day, he has to fly the day of the show in the morning. So he gets there at 5 p.m. and then he's ready by 9 and he comes and performs. He rests. They pay one night hotel for some fine hotel here at 18. They don't spend $800 for hotel room. The next day, he's out of their hands. All man call and quit. Thank you. One bam and done. So when one link in that ecosystem is broken, everything starts suffering.
I don't get
So
it.
I'm not even, if that was the excuse, maybe the only thing they would have done for you people, for anybody that was trying to go to that show, is to tell people on time so no man no go wait.
Yeah, that's for me. For me, that's the only That's the only thing that I can put a finger on. It's like today everyone lives on social media, right? When we're eating in a restaurant, we film it and put it on our status and everything. Which actually, what I would do is if I have a show and I'm traveling on the day of the show and I really reach at the airport and he's a fan, I already start making videos. I already start making snaps and shots and how do you guys call all those things on Instagram and your Facebook status. Just start posting those things. The fans are living today with the artist journeys, and we always choose to show the wrong journeys, so to say. Now, when fight day or argument day or palaver day, that's when we go and do shots and statuses and put. But when things are like that, that's a good opportunity to actually win the trust of the, because you were rightfully not happy about the situation, and I bet you if there was some communication put in place as it was happening, you will have even left your money. If you
started feeling bad for him,
you will have started feeling bad for him and say, man, this guy don't struggle, so they can't show you that these airlines have fucked this guy up. You know what? The $20 that I paid, it's okay. I don't need to get it back. I don't need to go and hustle it.
Something dollars though.
Okay,
like
the $60-something I pay, I can go and get.
wow.
I can go and ask 30% or 50%, but I must not get everything. But I understand. I see this guy struggle because you really saw it, right? And it's very possible to do. It's easy to do. It's just like put on your phone, say, "Oh, Master, finally I got that flight 6 hours later than it was supposed to be. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to make it out the show." Then when you land, you say, "Oh, I touched down, but now it's 2 o'clock. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can really see the whole story. It's simple. You don't even need a communication. You don't even need to go pay someone for communication after that. You have done the job, it's finished, you know. And it's not like he doesn't do it today. Those people, I mean, there are other videos now about him breaking up with his record label. All of that shit is on Facebook and everywhere. So it means that the whole cameras on their faces and talk. Why couldn't he do it on that occasion? And again, that's what makes you to feel like that statement is not truthful. And I understand everyone is going to feel that kind of way. But anyways, we just have to take them for their word and try to understand that that's shit happens. Hit the fan, that's fine. And he also offered a compromise or a solution. Whether we liked it or the fans liked it or not, at least he did an effort. He made an effort, and let's at least celebrate that one, because there are other people that do worse, you know. So from that perspective, for me, if you ask me, I'll say not the best job. He could have done better. They should communicate better, but they try.
And I'm sure the original venue that he was coming to perform in was a club venue. The tickets were sold through some kind of third party sales platform. Now that club doesn't have performance insurance. It means that anybody that bought tickets, it's up in the wind. There's no way to back up. That's why it's so difficult to see a Cameroonian artist in a venue. When I say a venue, I'm not talking about a club. In a venue that said, okay, this place they built it to host 500 people. This artist is going to come and do it. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because when you go as a promoter to get that place, you're paying insurance, you're paying guarantees, you're doing all of these things because people are going to buy tickets through that venue's platform, and they're going to hold that venue responsible before they hold you the promoter. It's so many things, and then now you have to guarantee that if it's a 1,000 people hall, you're getting enough ticket sales to justify the money that you have to give the artist, to justify the money that you have to rent the venue, and then to get out with a profit because it's a business after all.
And you have to guarantee security, that people that come there are going to be safe. If a fire breaks out, how all of that thing, you know.
The only Cameroonian artist that has come to Cameroon to the US and insisted on doing venues like that is Kosi. When he came, his team sat down and they said there must be venues. We're going to do club. Yes, we need the money, but there must be venues. When he went to Canada, he did a venue. He's getting ready. He did so and stuff like that. It's not easy.
Yeah, and that's a professional level where we want to see our people at, and we also as fans, we play a role there, right? Because Anyang mentioned something that's very important. If we have statistics to show that there's going to be a turn up, even the promoters and organizers, they would also act differently towards the show. Yeah, they know, all right, there's a risk to take here. From every promoter that I know that have done Cameroon artists and everything, for them it's always like a lot of times more than 80% of it is out of passion. It's out of love for music. It's out of their own gesture to promote the music. It's hardly been a lucrative business, and the blame is not the artist. The blame is mostly us, the Cameroonian audience, how many times have we really genuinely shown our interest to the artist
Showed up.
to show signal that, man, if these guys come, I will put my money. If you show signal, then there's
Then
there
the
is a lot
promoters
of
will do
money.
it. Now business.
There's
who
a
will
lot
put
of
money.
money.
Somebody
Yeah.
if you make money.
Yeah. There's a lot of money circulating around the Cameroonians, but they just don't find the lucrative. They just don't find the benefit in
You don't
investing in
find
that
it
down that
worth it
lane.
enough
No,
for
no.
them
The
to
crazy
show
thing
up
is
for
though,
that.
some of these Cameroonians will actually show up. They will show up, but now for door they will start figure out. Must have bought to sell this day.
Now for
But now how
door,
much?
now for door, they go if you
It's
find
on the
out the
door,
price.
which is the
Yeah.
worst place for a promoter, right? It's the worst place for a promoter because you've not given him any chance to succeed. It's true that he might make money, he might make more money than he anticipated, but you've not given him any time to succeed because based on what he anticipates, he can treat the artist in a certain way. And if the artist has a good experience, he gives a good show.
If the artist is coming out knowing that these people really come, they really want me, they're really turning out for my music, man. Even the energy is different. You're walking into the room differently. You're like, you know what, these people, I'm going to give them a show.
These are my people, even if it's 20
Yes,
people.
these are my people.
Even if it's 20
You
people.
know?
But yes.
But yeah, I mean, we're going to start learning also how to be fans, because that's where Nigeria has beaten us. They have an audience that knows how to be a fan.
What do you guys think about the fact that it was a month's notice to the people? Was it enough time? Do you guys think that it was enough time to even rally people up? Because a lot of times, like knowing how America and places work, right? People have work. People have work to do. They've scheduled themselves ahead of time for different things. Was a
People
month?
have lives.
Yes, people have lives. So was a month good enough? Was it even fair to the artist to give 1 month to be able to even put him in a place where he was able to even succeed, or to even gather that like, because there's some point that you have to get that, like, that motion that it hype people up, in certain ways, with different videos, with this drop this and all of that, to even hype people up to be like, oh, you know what, give them the time to even think and be like, oh, you know what, I might go to this thing, or I will go definitely.
Okay.
Was
Let me
a
answer
month
your question.
okay?
A month was enough, yes. Because in that arrangement that TZ Panchak has at that moment, right? He's not doing any promo. He's getting, il reçoit un cachet pour la performance. What he's getting is, you come to LA, you do a show, we're going to pay you, it's a club performance, you're going to come out, we're going to pay you $3,000, we're going to pay you $5,000. He has no responsibility for promo. It's not his show, he's not organizing it.
I'm not talking about TZ Panchak. I'm talking about whoever
I get it.
the thing. Yes.
Yes. So TZ Panchak doesn't
promoter
need to be ready to a certain extent. He needs to know when his flight is. He needs to know where he needs to be, and when he needs to be there. That's it on his end. He's going to post a video saying that I'm going to be here. He's going to post a couple of videos announcing to his demographic and his crowd, and they're going to show up. Those that are going to follow him are going to follow him. Now, 1 month for a promoter to galvanize people in LA was enough. And also because maybe that's all they had. That's due to
Not in my
circumstances.
opinion. It was not
That's why
enough.
they had. How
even
much
to the
time do you need
promotion.
to show up, Eunice?
Even
You
to
need
the
at least
promotion.
like minimum of 3 months.
No.
That's what
You
I
need
would say.
how much time to show up to somewhere?
No, it's not about showing up. I'm just telling you, like I said, people have lives, right? 1 month is not enough, because there's other engagements that people have that they'll be like, you know what, I have this, I have that going on. Or maybe they've already called off for this, and then they'll say, you know what, let me, I cannot call off for TZ Panchak
3
again,
months will
and
not
all of
change
that.
that, Eunice.
All those things happen. It will
3
change
months
it.
will not change. It will not.
It will
Because if you get a
change it, in
meeting
my
for go where
opinion.
you must go that meeting. You must go that meeting. Unless TZ Panchak is important enough and you realize that it's important, where you still miss one meeting where it happens 12 times a year, you go TZ Panchak. 3 months is not going to change the fact that events in life happen. If you want
It's
to go
enough.
to
It's
somewhere,
30 days only.
anything that you want to do is a sacrifice now. When you want to go, when you were young and you were going to go and pop bottles in the club, you were not sacrificing something. You were planning 3 months ahead of time for the nightclub.
Yes.
Yeah,
We have to go and party next
We
weekend.
know you. I know the way you used to.
I need 3 months. I need 3 months notice for that party.
No,
I'm not
when
coming.
people call you, like you showed up. You pulled up in that Jeep Wrangler, that one with the silver doors.
This was our
and the
breaking bounce
roof.
every weekend to go and dance in the
Who
club.
did break bounce? Not
3
me.
months. 3 months notice.
3 months will not change anything from 1 month.
notice.
1 month was okay for you to show up. Me, I've gone to a show that I found out on Monday. I got there on Saturday night. I had to be sick for my boss. Boss, you know,
I understand. I understand your point,
Boss, if
right?
you're watching,
Make I tell you
I'm
something.
sorry.
No. Okay.
nah, this
What I'm
hello
going to say is
too.
that, right? Historically, right, as you guys are talking about, LA has never been the best place for artists to come to. I don't know what it is. I
You
don't
mean
know what
Cameroonian
artist
artists?
is going to come, a Cameroonian artist to come to, because I don't know
Okay.
what it is, but people really don't pull through like that. I've gone to Bendeka, I've gone to
Prince
different artists that
Yango.
have come, right? Bendeka, I've gone to him. I was very excited to see him. There's different ones that I will go to, but historically it has never been like that. But I think that even that whole month alone, it was not enough. That's just what I would stick with. I feel like
Eunice,
maybe 2 months, 3 months, whatever, but
it's
time.
fine.
1
It
month
could have
It's
was
been
too
fine.
1
little.
year. It could have
It's
been 1
fine,
year.
but
It wouldn't have changed. Also,
yeah.
Maybe,
ATM, I don't want to cut you short. Also, historically, Cameroonian artists have never had a good time to show up. Cameroonians don't show up. The only people that show up when it comes to Cameroonians is Bamle Case when they're showing up for their artists. Let Ashakansa show up to America. She's racking up. Mimi, let
they'll
Mimi
go.
come to
That's
America.
true.
She's racking up. All of them go. I have Cameroonians that have left Tucson and gone to Vegas. They left from Vegas. They went to another LA to go and see their artists, Bamleke people. To go and
Yeah,
see their
those are
artists.
same thing happens with Igbo people. I always say that our Bamileke people are like Igbo people. Like when they have their thing, they stand up, they show up for it. The rest of the Cameroonians are yeah. Anyways, look, you know what? At the same time as all of this is happening, Minx got married in a blink of an eye and he divorced.
Thank you.
So you
Thank you, sir.
waste your time about TC Pastor. Minx already
Like,
married to
let's talk-
divorce.
So when I
So-
if you're
Divorce.
married, if you're
He
married,
last-
some person don't marry, come on.
You don't marry, come
On
on.
that note, I remember I said on this show, I remember very clearly that I said that their marriage and everything is just for publicity and all of that. And Yang said, "Says who?" That was the exact interjection that he had for me. Says who?
Let people be
I was
happy.
like,
That was why I was
the way I
interjecting.
look at it, it's just for
If people are happy
publicity,
the
it's
way
just for
they're
that.
doing, if people are happy, they're happy. If they're doing what they're doing it and they're happy.
But
Uh-huh.
look at that.
Ooh, you have to say something pertinent. Say it.
So on that note, my mom was like, Atem, did you married na correct married? I said, Mama, I don't know me. Oh. I don't know. Because like to me, is it real? Is it because they did a video together? But I never really felt it was genuine. I never saw it, even when they were trying to do like PDAs and all of that. I never saw it as genuine.
Oh no,
And
those two are in a genuine
tells them,
relationship though.
let me say this, what I'm
Tell me.
saying. I personally never saw it as genuine. Why is ATM laughing? I never saw it as genuine, right? And I was just like, if this is the whole type of thing like that, trying to be like, oh, these people are dating, they're getting married, and all of that, that hype to get traction and attention for their music. For me, being here in this side, I don't know about Cameroon. If Cameroonians are talking about it, it does not have that impact that they think it is having. If your music is good, it will be good, right? Cameroonian music, I hate to be going back to this thing. Cameroonian music is not there. That whole thing for it now to just be, for them now to be trying to do tactics of beef and fake relationships and all of that. Focus on your craft first. Let it speak for yourself before you want to go for all of that. And then people will pay attention more.
ATM.
Yo.
Combing the internet, did you get vibes of this these designers that make these outfits for Cameroonians? I want to slap them, eh? I want to meet up some person so fighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because
Say
they go
it
someplace
loud because
they go someplace. They tell them say fashion is supposed to be disruptive. Or now wait till they tell them that you just supposed to just cut zip, put our place for it not make no sense. You want not cut back pocket them, put our one clothes. It not
like,
make no sense.
And I was like, I thought this was Minx. I thought Minx is Minx. I'm sorry to say this. Like, I know, like, but I'm sorry, but when we hold people, when people have reached
What
this,
is
when you
this?
don't graduate and you are first
Like
class,
Cape.
you have a certain standard. And there's a
Okay,
problem
Cape.
with being the first in the class, right? The problem with being the first in the class is that you have to hold that first position. And in Cameroon, in terms of Cameroon music, in terms of the top artists, Minx is one of those artists that has not only been top for a long time, but that has also graduated to the level where we are looking up to him to be kind of setting the pace for the people. I was so pissed with the entire video, but worse was actually the song. The song was
No, worse is this outfit. This outfit is tragic. This outfit.
like, I understand people are trying to stand out, but I think people are now sitting
God.
out because, like, I don't know, everyone here did a mediocre job. I'm sorry. Like,
This
At this point, I
outfit
feel like if you
is
use AI can give you better production than this. Then you go
man,
and sew it.
you know what?
So
I want AI. I
use
want AI. I want
AI.
AI to sing the song. I beg. I want because now I don't even know now why I'm having a person come to do the work. This is persons. A person did the design. A person did the beat. A person did the
I could
singing.
not.
A person did the song. A person did the concept and said that maintenant il faut faire que Tangata Kite montre son caleçon et puis on fait maintenant la vidéo. Then dit que
I was
ce n'est
just
pas les fesses qui vont te tcha. Like the whole concept, I was like, dude, what's going on? Dude, you're a big boy. Like, if there are kids that are starting music, I'll totally understand. All right, these kids don't understand anything. There's no one sitting down and guiding them. But bro, you're the big brother that's like telling kids what to do. What the F are you doing? I was so not satisfied. I was so not. This is not what happens with 10 years of experience in doing something now. I mean, you get better.
the thing gets my insides boiling. I'm so angry. It's just as if I took part in it and then I allowed it to happen. Like I could do something to stop it. But the only
Bro,
thing I
You
could
know
do to
those
stop it
bad,
is not to
those
watch.
dreams that you're trying to scream and you cannot scream. They're holding you.
Bro, Minx 10 years ago. Man, I want to look for some old Ming stuff 10 years ago. This guy
He could
is
have worn a
good.
t-shirt, he would have been better.
Bro, this is just a t-shirt.
It's
Like,
a cape.
Mings.
It's something that they've just thrown over his
This is
neck.
something that artists need to do, right? And everybody needs to do this when they record a video. If you're a video creator, you need to do this. And I used to do this when I edited videos, but I didn't even have that much creative insight. I just did cut and paste. That's all I did. Once you've worked on a video of such quality, you need to watch it without the sound, and you need to listen to the music without the video. If you watch your video without sound and something is off, you need to redo it. Because when you watch it on mute, it should be appealing enough that you want to know what's going on, or that you can follow the story without even listening to the song. Go back to the best videos that you enjoy. You can enjoy the video without the
listen to
sound.
this, right? Bon à rien, right? What does it have to do with this concept of these people tying their face and everything with candles on their head
I don't
and
know.
all of that? No, but I'm saying that what does it have to do with it, right? First of all, and even him and those people, the people that have their face wrapped and the woman with the horse, they look cohesive. They look together, but Minx just stands out like somebody that they pick from the street and put there. Like he just stands out like, I don't know.
That's
like a sore
now.
thumb.
That's now the section where he's going to Blanche Peniche. Yeah.
Look, we've said this on this platform before. There's no point for the video that you're shooting to be lyrically to be the lyrical visual of what you've been singing.
Even the lyrics itself,
nothing has to do with anything. Nothing should have to do with anything. The visual should not have to do. If you have a concept, an idea, a story to tell through images, you can come and put your song, and the song doesn't necessarily, it's the energy, right? Like he's gone with this blind people concept here throughout the video, and he keeps with it. It's a certain theme. But that first outfit just threw me off. That outfit, they should burn the whole video because of that outfit.
Problem is that even him does not match the concept that he's trying to create. That was the point that I'm trying to make. He does not even match it. He's out that jeans and people there they tie this thing for their face. It does not match. What is it? Like what we
praying at that jean. My hair is praying that. I know if you leave her.
Okay, play the song for us. Let's
okay, it's simple. At least that.
So yeah, That's his message to his ex. Anyway, so that was it. We
That was
started
Minx.
we started music
That was
with
Minx.
how you say fuck your ex. Their papa showed them
Mhm.
how to do it. The other one is coming. Let's
You
go.
mean Tyke
But
showed
in
them how
terms
to
of
say
music,
fuck your
man,
ex?
yeah, he
Mhm.
told them he showed them how you do it. You do it in style. You do it in
You
style
don't
and
just do it anyhow.
not just anyhow. Anyways, if we keep going, we can keep going like forever. But I think this is a good
Mhm.
time for us to just share with everyone our songs of the week, because I am itchy to share people to show people my discoveries. This very nice songs that I found, very good ones.
Okay, show us now. Show us. Show
So
us. Show
yeah,
us.
you guys ready? You guys got some songs that you want to also share? I have a
No,
list.
not
I have a list, but
particularly.
I'm gonna start with
I know I have my song of
my
the week
number
as well.
one.
No, I have my song of the
All
week,
right,
so I'm ready when you
all
I
right.
guys
have
are
my
ready.
song of the week, but I don't necessarily have a lot of songs to share.
Okay, I have so many songs. Um, okay, you have your song of the week, right? We're gonna double click on that, so I'm gonna skip that one, and then I'm just going to go to my number one song, man. The one song that I really want to share. I think I should. Yeah, let me put it out there. It's from the artist called FEEL. I don't know if you guys have come across this artist before, but I just love his music. And the song that I love the most doesn't have a video, but I'm gonna snippet it anyways. And I hope we're gonna do some research later on to give you guys more videos of him in the release of the show. Yeah, Feel
Okay.
Chico Rita. Let me get you guys
Is
to
this the
listen to
guy
something.
you finally discovered he was Cameroonian?
This is the guy that I finally discovered was
Yeah,
Cameroonian. I don't know if any of
tell
you
us
guys
that
know.
because you
La
left us
plage
on a
So
de
let's go.
cliffhanger.
la plage de Kribi.
Yeah, man. Oh man, he does some of my best lines of music that I love. Is this? They call it Afro Bossa. Afro Bossa it is. You see, when you listen to it, you feel like you're already on vacation. So I'm gonna let you guys calm down.
Croire en cette vie sans nous toutes, visage ridé, dos voûtés, comme Chico et Rita. Nos cœurs se déplacent, les vagues se sont cassées. J'ai senti la mort, on a bien dansé. Dans le feu, dans le froid, j'espère qu'elle pourra nous voir. Faites dans nos noces d'ivoire, le temps de changer. Le temps de changer, et rien n'y change. Le temps d'échanger, je sens l'amour.
Okay.
I like
So-
I like a lot.
ATM.
I almost did the same mistake I did last time. I would have hit stop, and stop would have stopped the stream. So yeah, thank God I
ATM.
found the right buttons. Yeah.
Who does it make you think
We're
about
here.
though?
Stromae to me.
Okay.
Stromae to you?
Stromae to you. Woo, ATM.
I don't
It
think
gives me
about
his vibes.
anyone. I really don't think about anyone. What?
Henry Dikonge?
On m'avait toujours dit. Okay,
No, Henry
Dikonge.
Dikonge.
Oh, it could be.
Those strings
Wow.
starting up.
I see her. I see Harry de Conge, but I see Stromae vibes to me. It gives me that.
Because of the voice pattern, maybe.
Because of the voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the
Well-
my Henry Dikonge link up is just the strings,
The
the
guitar.
sonority is starting, yes.
Okay.
that
Yeah. The
tendency,
C'est la
yes.
vie, the
Yeah.
C'est la vie type.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay,
Tel Aviv type.
you're right.
Yeah. But anyways,
You know-
good artist though. I'm excited to dig into him this coming weekend.
How does
Yeah,
it
that's
make you
me.
feel when you listen to the song? When you listen to that song, his whole catalog is that kind of vibe. How do you feel when you're listening to the song? I'm curious.
I feel something unique. I definitely become curious, but I cannot. I mean, we've listened to him for 2 minutes
For 2
right
seconds,
now, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm hooked because I want to go and dig as your dog and then find my own thing about him. But I don't hate it. I'm already in a place where I'm very open to him. His voice pattern, and then the way that he shows you that he has two he can hit different notes. I don't know that it's only two. He can hit different notes, right? His master voice is just heavy, and then he's making sure that he's ad-libbing in this other voice. I'm really knowing that he's somebody that has vocal range. Something that I'm gonna probably have to discover and enjoy in his albums. And then the sonorities are just difficult to hate. That's where I am.
Okay.
Eunice, what do you think about the artist?
Kid, I like it a lot. Like, I mean, I didn't really have to listen to it too much to actually like it. I just like it. So I'm excited to go back and look into him.
What's his
So
name for
that
the
is
people that Phil? You said Phil.
Feel,
Theo, yeah.
FEEL, and they have to all be capital letters. Otherwise, it might be a bit hard to find him. So Feel, FEEL,
So how
and I
long
always
has he
just do
been
it
doing music? Did you
for
dive into that?
a while. He's been doing music for a while.
Okay.
This is just like one of his latest albums that I just love because I love every track on it. But he's been doing music for a minute. And yeah, I just discovered him because I'm such a big fan of Afro Bossa in general. I didn't even know that that's how they call the genre. It's just by listening to a lot of music and the artists that I discovered now that it's Afro Bossa, and he's just been sneaking into the playlist like that. That's how I didn't discover him, and then that's how I didn't really pay attention to where he comes from until we got that little tip. So yeah, guys,
And I
go
feel
ahead
like
and find out what you feel.
that's the best way for a new artist to sneak in, man, into
Yeah,
playlists where you don't get skipped.
yeah,
If you can make it
yes.
through a playlist, you don't get skipped once and twice. That whoever is
Yeah.
listening on the other end is gonna definitely love you.
So it's funny. I have like two algorithms for music search, right? I have one algorithm that really like kind of crawls into Cameroonian music. So it's like, you know how these algorithms work. You listen to one song, then you get similar songs. So I have to stick to only Cameroonian music when I'm in this profile, and I listen only to Cameroonian music so that I get better Cameroonian music suggestions. Then I have the other one where I listen to my kind of music, my kind of vibe, and this one is my kind of vibe. So when I was listening to it, I was like, man, wow, every black guy that I see that does it, I go and I say, hi, it's a Congolese. Man, I go and dig again. I say, it's an Ivoirien. There's no Cameroonian doing this one. And then I finally got served. So I'm happy about that one. So yeah, what do you guys have? What do you guys want us to touch on? Because I got a couple more, but
I saw Kosi like Kosi did a live performance.
oh, okay.
And I was pleasantly impressed. I was very impressed by
Wow.
he sounds just like he sings, like the audio. And I love that because like a lot of Cameroonians, like we had like problems with like Elisha K and King Luca and all those people like going to London and they were not really able to like really perform. And it was just really nice. It
to
did
their
it. It's in
defense,
black and white. If you
this
can
one,
pull it
yeah.
up, it's very beautiful. And I was very
Is it this one?
pleasantly, yes, I was impressed. I liked it a lot.
Let's get a snippet of what he
Give me the mic, Pourquoi tu passes tout ton temps à te plaindre? Pourquoi tu ne veux pas rester? Si tu commences à chercher l'autre, ça va te déranger. Pourquoi tu ne restes pas avec ce que tu as, mon frère? Chantez avec moi. Oh, criez avec moi. Chantez avec moi. Criez avec moi. Yeah, yeah, je me redis.
Wow, that's
You see what
good.
I mean?
That's good.
You see what I mean? Like the way
That's
he
good.
sounds
That's
in
good.
the song, right? Like you will not be
Yeah.
confused. You'll not be like, oh, not auto tune or whatever.
No,
Like he
that's
sounds
really good.
just like the song itself.
But
Yes.
it's funny, just watching it, I feel good, and I feel good not just because the delivery is good, but I just feel like you hear it and you know that this guy has put in work. He's standing
Yes.
there, very posé, just singing. It looks like he's doing nothing, but just from hearing the quality of what is going on, and I also like the quality of the production. Like you hear the whole sound in the room. Everybody is doing their job well. Even the guy that you are not seeing, you know that the guy that's sounding there, he's doing his job well, and it feels just so good to see that kind of quality. I love it. I love it.
And
yeah,
you know
that was a
what?
good pick.
What? It reminds me of, like, it reminds me of when we talk about, okay, you know what? Look at what somebody else is doing well and try to replicate it in your own way. Look at Tyke. You understand what I mean? Like, when I see it, I'm just like, okay, you know what? He has followed the examples of people like Tyke and stuff, and he's doing his own. It's his thing where you will not be like, oh, you are copying this guy, but he does it in that same professional capacity as Tyke. and I like it. To me, it made me. I really liked it. I was listening to it this afternoon when I was getting ready. So
There's one thing
yeah.
about Kosi though, like it sometimes spurs out in his little arrogance, but he has this thing of always wanting to be the best, and he claims that he's the best, and he's doing the. So when you're really putting yourself out there, right, doing the effort to match what you say is awesome. So because sometimes you kind of challenge yourself by saying things that are like it that could be really challenging, and then putting up to it and trying to match to that. Respect. I like it. I really like it. Like he's been doing a great job.
Yeah,
That's dope.
because like how many Cameroonian artists can sit and say that they can sing live? You know, most of them, they just rely on the fact that they come and they sing from here, and then they get by, you know, but they cannot really sustain a thing without the training. They don't go for training, they don't go for vocal training, they just come and just rely on whatever they have, which is natural talent. But you have to work on it, you have to kind of like nurture it and train yourself, train your vocals and train, you know. So I think that he has put in the work. I liked it. I wasn't cringing in some parts, like, oh my God, this guy is, you know, like I wasn't doing that. And it was just smooth. It was nice.
And
My thing that I've been stumbling on and I'm excited about is, this comes to, I mean, this is my music of the week too. It's the newest and the best thing in Cameroonian female rap so far this year, for me.
Mamiso.
Mamiso. You're right, Eunice. It's
How did I
Mamiso.
know?
I mean, you knew because you knew, because
Mamiso.
you're in tune, Mamiso. She released 2 videos recently, 2 songs, and I think she's gearing up for an album. She's announced an album coming out in a few weeks now. 2 weeks or so, she has an album coming out, and I'm so excited to see what she has been able to put together. She's been in music for a while, but she's brought her production now back to Cameroon, and she's working with producers in Cameroon and artists in Cameroon, and you can tell and you can feel, because the way she writes like in one of her songs, she says, "Ce n'est que les filles qui me bâchent la moto. Ce n'est pas sur moi que ton père va jouer." I don't know if anybody gets what that is in French, but it's just so like.
So which one are we going for? Are we going for
Mimbang?
Okay.
It's yeah. Mimbang is the most recent one.
I don't get it. So explaining for the audience why he's pulling that Mimbang.
Bashe, you know how in Cameroon people you in Cameroon, I don't know if you know, you can get a bike, and then the bike man will go down the street and put another person behind you. And she says that she doesn't get behind any other person. Maybe she can get behind another lady, but she doesn't get behind a man, because if man picking or Bobby rubs on some different person, you know. And she says that it's not on her that your dad is gonna have the time of his life.
Oh my God! I knew it had something to do with that, but I didn't get.
He just wanted to know how it all folds. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And then
spit it out, Anio.
No, go ahead and listen, because even in her chorus, she's describing something that's so unique to where she's coming from, like Makepel.pom. And it's like a distance that you pay a certain amount of like for the taxi. And she puts in her verse, and it's just so effortless that it brings you back to that place. She's so talented in the way she writes and the way she puts to it. She's just so arrogantly Cameroonian, and you can tell. But go ahead, start it over. Let's go.
I already just like the picture, like it's not supposed to be in New York under I don't know, in the biggest studio in the world, but just knowing how to make images, combine images, and just make them plausible to look at.
You can see that you're watching these images on mute. Yes. I don't know about you, but you're feeling something.
I'm good. I'm happy. Yeah.
I'm liking it. It's a party. It's a party. It's a vibe.
Sans pression, on te tue, descends. Sangoma,
how Renee's fine again, so.
Because I like it.
Dans mes mamies, sans pression. On te tue, descends. Sangoma. Le Bookman a payé le fait. Dans la cam, je compte le cap. Biggie a développé un nouveau ré. Il arrive au Maco, est-ce que j'ai peur de toi? Ça glisse comme le gombo à Benoué. Empiler les liens sur le lit, je fais des tas. Le Mounet ouest comme une bonne camère. Je suis dans la house, dans la trappe. Le tapioca sans sucre, c'est la checker. J'arrive quand elle pose la chop sur ma
I saw the gesture there.
Okay. Okay,
I
Eunice,
saw
you
that
already
gesture.
you already got a prelude. You already got a prelude
Listen
before
to the verse.
I got the story, you know.
Listen
so
to the
I
verse.
could clearly see
Every
it.
line of her verse makes sense. Le tapioca
you know
sans
what-
sucre, c'est la checker.
You know what
acheke is?
Mamiso? No, I don't know.
Is the most renowned Ivorian food. Like when you go to Ivory Coast, they eat acheke with everything.
Like
they eat their
it-
poisson
it-
with acheke. Is that this thing? Yes, they put it close
I've
to.
had it. I've had
It's
it.
like
It's like
couscous.
Gary.
Yeah, it's like
Gary.
Gary.
Ah.
And she tells you
It's like
simply,
pretty much it's like with cassava. I've had
Gary,
it.
Gary
I
without sugar.
like it.
The most lowest
Mhm.
food in Cameroon pyramid ecosystem. She's comparing it to the best food of Ivory Coast, and she's doing it so smoothly, and she walks away from that line. Like if you don't think about it, you don't see the kind of dish that she's putting. She's like, your best food is our struggle food.
Yeah. But it's just that I'm just a bit careful about Cameroonian Ivorian beefs because I've been seeing this shit on the internet. So Cameroonians are walking around and saying that are better than Ivorian. I want to see more pause first.
No,
Ivory Coast,
No,
they
but
try.
it's
Where,
just
where?
rap
obvious
is
in
no,
our
no. Rap
song.
is
We
a
got a
rap
long
is a
way to
jab
go.
game. Rap is a
Yes.
jab game. It's not. Rap is a game that you have to jab. You have to punch.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
what
to
it
me, I don't
is.
see anything
It's-
that's
it's
wrong
Even
with
if your
that. You
hands are
want to
short.
rap your own and
Even
put
if your
it
hands
there.
are short.
You go box na box. It don't matter.
But
no,
you know one
give it to
thing,
her.
one
Yeah, Eunice.
observation that I have on Mamiso, like the images that I've seen, right? Like to me, I like her vibes. I like she has like some like like the one that she had like those spiky hair and everything. I just feel like she needs to hone in on her image and have like a defined style that anytime that you see her, you'll be like, that's definitely Mamiso. Because when I've seen her sometimes she's wearing a suit. And then she'll have a suit with like a press, like a silk press, where it look like say they go office. You know, understand what I mean? I understand the vibe that she wants to give a boss vibe, but it does not go with like that previous image. Like it does not tie in. So this one, like I feel like, and then that Mimbang video, it kind of ties in with this, but I feel like she needs to really, really working on her image where she will build like a solid
I like her image like that.
style and
See,
stuff. But I'm talking about the
Mami
images
Sos
that I've
is one of
seen
the female
online.
rappers that she
Yeah, I'm
gives that
listening,
aura.
Anya.
We finished the shows. She opened in the Wala Anyaunde. We finished. And everybody was like, Sikisa. Because when she moves with an aura. She is naturally shy and reserved. She doesn't, like, if she doesn't know you, you will never see her. But when she's performing, you see that person that's inside her. But when she's in
That
public
alter
spaces,
ego that we talk about, no one person
Yeah.
is the same.
And
off
it's just like
stage and on stage.
it moves with her.
Let me say something that some people are not going to like. It's like some people their own alter ego is like cool when it comes out, but they're shy personalities, and some other people
So-
their own when they remove it, it's just like Massa, hide it. Hide down.
You are going back to the beginning.
No,
to
no,
the
no. I'm not
genesis
saying
of
anything. I'm
no?
not saying anything.
Okay.
But no, hers is pretty cool. Hers is pretty cool.
Hers
and
is very
it is
cool,
everything.
but
Everything.
that's just an observation that I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like for me,
And
because
look,
I've
she
seen
has
a lot
swag.
of her online.
Every
Exactly.
Let her keep
action
that
that she
swag.
moves.
Let her
Mhm.
maintain this
Pose.
swag
The way
completely.
she moves.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way
let
There's
her
she
some
keep
people,
moves.
it.
Her
There's some
mannerisms.
people. There's some people.
Her
All of their
mannerisms.
mannerisms,
Nothing
their
looks forced.
gestures, everything
Nothing looks
just
forced.
they just
Right?
pose and it just comes out naturally.
No, it
It's like
doesn't look
oh,
Yep.
forced.
It's
Effortlessly.
like
Stirred in every way.
that's why you see somebody like
Look
a
at-
gangster rapper in the US. He's not
Mhm.
forcing it because that's his lifestyle. That's how he grew up. What he's
Mhm.
doing is what he's been doing throughout his life. So he's really not performing. He's showing you what
Yeah.
he does on his private time. That's what Mamiso is like. Like her mannerisms, the way she moves, the way she's like, even the way you're seeing her sway when she's performing with other artists.
Mhm.
It's effortless. It's not tried. It's not coached. It's not directed. They just left her be her. It's gangster rap.
Man,
Mamiso, go ahead.
I want to see her. I really want to see her make numbers because like she's ready. She's ready. Like, I'll go
I
ahead and
do.
crank up those numbers. I'll go and crank those numbers. I
I
want
do
to
too.
see.
I like that, especially that thing with the hair and everything. But I'm just saying, like sometimes you can get lost in translation with like doing so many things. But I'm just saying that like that image is going to be a strong, like it would tie in everything for her because she already has the music going. She already has the aura, but the styling part, it needs to represent at all times.
So my question about Mamiso, right? I know this is not the point of this show. Maybe it's a question for another show. But Mamiso, is she looking good like that? And is her music sounding good? And is her product just coming out this great because she's coming from Europe? Is that the reason? Because
Could
I know that
be.
somebody is going to say somewhere that yeah, she's so clean like that and everything's good because she's coming from Beng.
No,
Could
I
be, but
think.
not everybody from Europe has that aura too.
But I'm gonna send you guys back now to go and check her stuff before these couple of things, these 2 songs that you've heard. Go and listen to her music. Mamiso, I believe, has gone through a transition where she's taken a deep breath and embraced her Cameroonian everything. And I will say this, and you guys might say you always say this. Who is at the head of this transition is Jovi.
Jovi.
Yes.
February
Because
16, I saw it on the video, and she's signed by Renis, right?
Renis, how would I put it? Renis oversees her music. It's not even like Renis oversees her music. But
And she sang to on Renis's album, right? Like they have songs
yes,
together.
yes.
Because I remember she mentioned her Mamiso, this, I remember
And
that.
she has one of the best verses on that like rap verses on Renis's album. I'm telling y'all. But it's the conversations, I feel like. It's the environment. And I don't think it's just like they said, oh, Mamiso shan't come. No, I think it's just coming back and they sit together. You need to see the way they work. They don't just they sit together, they struggle together, they figure things out together, they laugh together. I'm telling you, we left the show in Douala, we went back to the apartment that we're staying in, and they were up. They just had energy, laughing, yelling, and I was just like, these people, they know sleep, rest, but they were just there. But what that means to me is it translates back when they go back to work on music. Because
that is exactly it. Yes.
It's a quick correction of energy. Like, Mamiso se lève ici. Ou bien, Mamiso, on va écrire le son, c'est ça. Ou bien, Mamiso, tu as quoi? Like, she comes with
and there's
everything.
no second thoughts. There is no walls to cross in that communication, right? Like you can say what you think and the other person can never misinterpret it because they understand your word. That's really the purpose of chemistry, and that plays a big role in working together, and all of what we're seeing are the products of work. But hey guys, it's already late. I know some of you guys have to go to sleep and some of you need a rest, but I don't want us to close the show.
Some people have to go to work.
yeah, right. But I don't want us to close the show without
sleep.
I don't want us to close this show without talking about what Prince Eyango has been cooking for the last, 20 years or how many years, or the last decade, hiding under the rock. I did not know. And then I kind of discovered this weekend that this guy not only has amazing daughters, but these daughters have been doing music. And I wanted us to discover a little bit of what they've been doing, man, because it's amazing. It's amazing. The daughter, a daughter here with her song, The Less on Me, very nice piece that I want us to kick off with.
3.
Hopeless, I've been hopeless, broken, I've been broken. Without love, there's no trust. Without you, there's no love. I've been dragging all my baggage, wondering why I can't hear your voice. Without cries, there's no peace. Need your spirit to rest on me. What I gotta do, who I need to be, what I gotta let go. Lord, I need to know, 'cause you're higher than the heavens.
Masa,
that's
when I go
gospel.
buy them.
It's gospel. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to point out. That is gospel.
When I go
Fun
buy
fact
them,
about her, she used to do circular music before, and then she
Mhm.
got saved. So now she's into gospel. Like, she's not doing all of that anymore. So there's a video where she shows like when she was going down and doing this, and then all of a sudden she's like, no.
I mean,
When I was saved.
5 years
Yeah.
ago, 5 years ago, she and her sister dropped a song. They were in
Mina
Cameroon for the
Iyango, because that
promo.
was Kamala Iyango. Her sister
Yes.
is Mina.
Nina.
And they grew up in your neighborhood, Eunice, in LA. The California
You know what? This Prince Iyango, right, has a very, very good friend. They look like twins. If you see that guy, he's like one of our family friends and everything. You see that guy, you think like you've seen Prince Iyango. They have the same hairstyle. They look like twins. When I just came here, I was looking at, is that the Iyango? I was like, that guy looks like it. I didn't know they were friends.
But you guys have also seen these girls before this song even.
I never even
Have
knew
we?
this girl is looking like
one of them.
one of
I'll
them is
tell you
looking
who.
like Azila Banks.
Mina one?
Saute. The Nina one, she looks like I see Azila Banks,
right?
Azila Banks. I was like, what the?
You listen to Azila Banks? I mean, her music sure done numbers in Germany.
Bruh. I love Azila Banks like crazy.
Yeah, that's why she went crazy. They
where have you
appeared
seen her before?
Loco's video. Back in
Really?
the day, yeah, she was a video vixen.
Oh.
Well, there's one of Loco's video that one of his girls get kidnapped. I think it's the older sister, the one that just says they're singing the gospel right now. She gets
Okay.
kidnapped, and then he goes and saves her.
Okay.
I think it's her. That's where she was.
Right.
And I think it's not Ndutu, the one that came out after Ndutu, something like that.
So yeah, that was them 5 years ago, and now they pivoted to gospel and working very closely with the dad. And there's the latest release, which is actually what they're pushing, and which is what I would call everyone. I would appelle everyone to go watch, because it's a masterpiece. It's the song Dreamer. Let me just show that a little bit. Guys, we know we love Prince Iyango, but you guys are gonna love her daughter as well, because she's doing really great music and she's calling you guys to Jesus. I'm coming late to the party, but let's go.
I don't pick your phone call, no. If I can't pick your phone call.
Oh, this is both
Actually,
of them.
both of them. Yeah, this time. Yeah. So this is a family project, because dad is doing guitar.
Jesus to save my soul. Don't take it personal, yeah. It's alright, it's okay, love. I'm not going the wrong way, I'm on my own. Is it the right way, Lord? I need to know. Is it the right way? Is it the right way? In a state of dream. Keep on calling me.
All right.
You let the Yango slow motion walk in front of us just to cut him off.
Just in the buttocks.
Because he has done his time. It's okay. What the highlight was his daughters. That's fine. It's okay. Don't play it back.
Bro, the father is moving in that scene.
He's going to come and take the spotlight.
He's moving in that scene. That's the point where he's like, les gars, ne regardez pas trop. Ça, c'est pour Jésus. Je vous dis déjà, ne regardez pas trop ça. C'est pour Jésus ici.
The audience a chance to go look at it.
Man, you guys should go look at it. It's amazing. I mean, they're good. They sing well. I was really, and I'm still looking up, and I'm looking up to the album. I hope they're going to bring some moving songs, something that's powerful. It's got to be gospel. It's fine. We might play in the club if it's too good. I don't know, but they're doing good music, man. I'm looking up to their album. I don't know what is going to come out of these only these two songs that I've heard so far.
What is enviable about them is the fact that they still have their dad, which is that old school, authentic Makossa person. Authentic, play an instrument, artist, can sing artist, all of that.
I don't know what to think about that though. I don't know what to think about that part, because I don't know.
No,
I don't know what the influence that's influence is going to do to the music that comes out of it.
I'm going to tell you something that you've said before. The influence that is going to do is that, you know how you have said people, Nepo baby. where people make it and then they tell their children to use their influence. Use my name.
I hope they do it. Use that Papa's name and go everywhere you can go through
And
they
open the
should do
doors.
it because
Okay,
the talent is not missing.
It's
The
not
talent
lacking.
is there.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They're vocally rich. The talent is not missing. They're really vocally endowed.
What I was
amongst
trying
other
to, what I'm
endowments.
trying to say, I don't know if what I said got missing in translation or whatever,
No,
but
I
I'm
was
saying that
screaming.
they have the talent, right? But what is good about them, just like James Bakers, right? He had his dad in his life for a while. Look at the quality of his music. His music is not just any kind of music. It has like some kind of rich Afro-ness to it that is not really like your typical or whatever. It comes from somewhere else. Come back.
This is
There you
inexperienced
go.
people that have the
So,
camera zooming when they
I'm
don't
just
want to
talking too
zoom.
much with my hands. But I'm
This
saying
brand
that
is going to
just-
pay
just like
also.
that,
This brand is going to have to pay us.
All right, because your own is not working. You have to. There you go. So, regardless of whatever you say, right? You can have talents, but the fact that those people are there, those authentic people, it will give
Okay,
them
I
some
get
kind of a different kind of perspective
It
towards
gives them
music.
depth in
They will not
whatever
just
music they're doing.
depth. Yes.
And the
Because it's
guidance and the mentorship, right? You have it free. You don't have to go buy it somewhere. It's like you're born with it. You're right. That's fine. But I'm just
Yes.
afraid. I don't want that they should turn them to Makossa Abek. They should just consider doing that. The Makossa
No, it's
enriches
beautiful the way it
their
is,
influence and
classic.
everything. Because on this song, you know what? At the end of the song, the dad throws in some ad-libs and does in some dollar ad-libs. I'm like, all right, it's fine, please.
But don't overdo
Leave am, so
it.
no their time. This na picking their time. Leave am. It's not a
Just
time.
produce. I
Yes,
beg remain
produce.
for boots. I beg.
Produce put your name. Produce put your name today. We no one see you really necessarily. We can must calculate on a
We
different
don't
time.
calculate.
We have
Incorrect.
But hey, I was listening to. I spent a whole week or 2 weeks. I was obsessed about Tom Young's music, and it brought
He
me to
got
this thing
kids
where
too. He should bring his kids too now.
it brought me to this thing
Do you
where
think he has kids?
no, I don't know about Tom Young's kids. He died a little too young. It brought me to this thing where
Yeah.
every hit has another song behind that hit. Atem, have you really noticed that?
Yeah,
So-
every hit can be recycled in every form. That's another song.
Mm-hmm.
So are you
in
meaning
the
that
album,
the hit is coming
No.
off of another song?
No, that hit, you can pull something from that song, recycle it like you said, and it's
Yes,
another song.
Yes.
So you guys know the song Amia. Okay, Atem, please
Hakuna mi amor,
look for this song, Sona
mi
Mona.
amor.
Sona Muna. Sona Muna. Mouna.
Okay.
Inikwana sumwe meni bongi, aviu mwile bo. Bunyere bori no amule ma mwami, okoe. Antumbe isidor, aluwi domingo. Amukuripo, bonga mihini, popola neva na polena. Abomanyakawi, osuane bana polena. Amona bolina amulema oko. Ana slingi sent to me. Ashushu oko. Apolane bana.
Okay.
Is this a song that we're looking for?
This is
No.
exactly what we're looking for. This
Try
is what
to
no.
say that.
I was not looking
Go
for
ahead.
Amia Moon. Amia.
Okay,
I was looking
okay.
for this
Because
particular song.
I'm scanning for that.
But he doesn't do it.
Ami amor.
Exactly. He
Ami
never
amor.
does
Yeah,
in
that's
this
what
whole
I'm trying
song.
to say. That you're trying
He
to
never
say that
elevates to
he
that
has
pitch.
pulled something from there. Yeah, it's
Yes.
kind of like that, but it's not.
But it's not
it.
it. It's not it. But you can really tell that it could be Amiamu. But he never gets to that pitch. He never touches. He makes sure he never touches the tone that he touches
That
in
pitch.
Amiamu. And I've listened to this song for 1 week. I've listened to this album. You know Eddie Murphy. Everybody here knows Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy in the 90s, he used to do these cop movies. If you listen to the soundtrack of those movies in the 90s, 80s, in the 80s mostly, the 80s, it's this album. It's Sunny Days. And then that brought us to the early conversations we're having at the start of these shows, where Makossa artists really were people that had gone to study abroad. And then they came back and saying, I've listened to disco, I've listened to house. How can I put this influence in Makossa? Because if you listen to this album, everything is you could take the album and it will be a soundtrack in one of these movies. Just the way the beat goes. Look at the beat of this one. I listened to this song for a week. I couldn't get past this album for a week. I had to keep going back.
And so, you know what? The point that you just pointed out right now, right? You just answered ATM's question earlier about Mamiso. Is it because she's from Europe that she's that good? Because you said that all these people have gone abroad and studied. So they've gone abroad and so they've brought something different, something completely different. They've listened to, they're more open to different sounds that they've brought into the Cameroonian music.
No, you're right. But I think we're in a place where the internet has disrupted that thing, where we don't feel like we need to travel.
The internet has kind of shrunk
now
that.
You can click and you listen to whatever music they're doing in Atlanta.
Yes.
But you're missing the energy of the people that are making it in Atlanta. You don't know what they're going through. You're missing that struggle. You're missing that studio.
Yeah, it's also music is also like a very, very compressed, synthesized experience, right? Like you take an experience that you have lived a year, a month, or something like that, you compress it in 3 minutes. So there is no way that someone can really capture that as an exported product.
Yes,
without really having, without living it.
So
because
every now and then,
if you go to Cuba or something like that, you see those people on the side of the street, right? Performing and, performing live and doing all of that, their traditional music, right? You would take into account the pavement, you take into account the people that are around, the experience and everything. It gives you a vibe. It does not, you cannot have that same richness of experience from a video. So that's what I think that's where the difference lies. And it's huge.
And this is the thing, right? In everything, there's a what, why, how. The internet allows you to see the what, and maybe you can also figure out the how. But rarely does it let you answer the why. Why is why is that trap focused on 808s? Where did it come from? You really don't answer that why. And when you're replicating something and you don't have the answers to all of those parts of the equation, it's a hit or miss. You can make it feel like it, but you cannot duplicate it on a consistent base. You cannot grow it into a thing.
Guys, I just wanted this to resolve in my mind. If I didn't listen to it now, I'll listen to it after the show, but I want to just get back to Amiamo and get why I was waiting for that to drop. I don't know, man. This thing just makes me feel like
so much.
Yeah,
like this guys. If an artist dares to go and recreate this song, now me and you will fight. I swear, because this song in my mind,
this song, it has its place. It's just there.
Just leave it. Don't ever try to go and recreate it. When I recreate it, classic, live and soul. And I'm sure there's somebody in the studio. Maybe 1 month from now, somebody.
But when I see the way Sonamuna and Amiamu are the same song.
I got it. See, promise.
But he never does he never repeats whatever he did on Amiamu on
Mhm.
Sonamuna. He does not
But there's
dare.
an element that he took from it. I think some beats, some elements
The
of the beats or
baseline,
something.
the base,
He just
the
took
very
it.
foundation of the songs are the same.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
tempo, the energy, and everything is
Mhm.
the same thing.
But then he
even when he's
sings
performing
Sonamuna in the
in the
he
s-
does
in the,
not go.
yeah, he never
Mhm.
goes up. He never keeps it that high. He never hits it. He keeps it somewhere. He just keeps it there. I've been obsessed with Tom Nyons for the last 2 months, and I just cannot help but appreciate him even more.
So when you
Like
drop
I'm
that
obsessed with
PhD,
Sampan Thomas.
Sam
so you
Thomas is
guys,
another person that we have
It's
to dig into
another one,
in
and
the
he's
same
still
level.
alive, man. We need to look into that.
so I'm very, very I'm very, very excited of the blog pages that you guys are going to write on these two artists. That's coming up on our website. And for those that don't know it yet, we're live as well on the firesidetribe.com. So go ahead and you're going to find out all our episodes also lined up there. You're going to find out the artists that we have been inviting on our shows. We also have them all there on the website. And yeah, if you have some more
ATM, it looks
ideas,
beautiful
so
though. I'll tell you
yeah,
that. It looks beautiful. I love it.
our website, right?
Very professional, very clean. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. You did a
And I
So
think
you did a
it's time that
fantastic job.
we let our previous guests visit our website to see where we've been able to. It's our hall of fame to them. How we've been able to lodge them. It's like we built a house and they have their room.
Exactly.
And where we've been able to
I
lodge
think
them
they'll be
in
very
our
impressed with
place.
it. I think I know they'll be very impressed with it because there's nothing else like that out there. They'll be very impressed with it. Yes.
So yeah, and for those that don't know, let them go ahead and check it out on firesidetribe.com. And we are also on all the social medias, back on Instagram. So Fireside Tribe with an added E to it. So yeah,
Yes.
talk to you all next week.